Hello and welcome to Sports Today. 100 days to go for Tokyo. So that is why this is not an IPL show. This is an Olympic show. And it's a Paralympic show. You guys keep telling me. So today is actually an important day. Please come and ask me the questions. Please come and tell me what you think. Because if you agree with me that Tokyo can be a game changer for Indian Olympic sport, please come and tell me what you think and why you think so. Before all of that, take a look at the Fan Fight app and I will come and discuss with you why and what I think about the Tokyo Games and the Paralympics. Here's the Fan Fight app.
It's match day. Play fantasy cricket now. Get up to 2.5 crores daily and lots more. 20 times more. Win big on Fan Fight. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
So welcome back to Sports Today. Big question. 100 days to go for the Tokyo Olympics. Can Tokyo be the game changer that Indian Olympic sport is looking for? Can Tokyo be the revolution that we are talking about? What is the paradigm? The paradigm is 2 medals in Rio. The paradigm is a dip after London. London 2012, India won 6 medals. And we were all talking about a revolution in Indian Olympic sport in London. Who are the medal winners? I remember that day when Gagan Narang opened the account. All of us were there just inside the stadium, and when we came outside to celebrate, every Indian journalist was euphoric. Then Sports Minister Ajay Maken was also there. He was also euphoric. It was the start of a very good Olympic Games for India. Thereafter, Mary Kom in that Excel Arena in London, it was buzzing. Every time Mary Kom stepped onto the ring, the whole of the hall was buzzing. Thereafter, Vijay Kumar, unfancied, coming from nowhere, winning a silver medal, brilliant performance, absolutely sensational from Vijay. Each of those performances, if you think about, were fantastic. Yogeshwar Dutt, doing the country proud, brilliant, absolutely sensational from Yogeshwar Dutt. You know, he wasn't the fancied wrestler, Sushil was. Yogeshwar winning that medal was a big plus for Indian wrestling. Saina Nehwal, Gopi Chand, that is the real telling statement from Indian badminton, started with Saina Nehwal in London in 2012. Yes, she lost the semi-final, but that medal, that bronze medal, and obviously in that bronze medal game, the Chinese Li Juri pulled out. But all that is not important. The important thing is Saina Nehwal's medal marked a new beginning for Indian badminton. She had come close in Beijing. If you remember, she had lost to Maria Christine Yulianti of Indonesia in Beijing in 2008 in the quarterfinals. Thereafter, Saina Nehwal winning that medal in London. So all of this gave us this sense of euphoria. 6 months later, rather 4, December 5th, if I remember from memory, Indian Olympic Association got suspended on charges of corruption and mismanagement. All of a sudden, our Olympic hopes started getting evaporated. India was banned. We had to compete. Our athletes had to compete under the Olympic flag for close to a year, a long period of time. Eventually, only during the 2014 Winter Games, and Shiva Keshavan was part of that, did Indian Olympic Association get the recognition back to start competing under the Indian flag or the Indian tricolor. So it was a horrible 14 months, 12 to 14 months. The entire momentum that was built in London was lost. So we went into Rio, but we still had hopes in Rio. We had hopes from our shooters. We had hopes from our boxers. We had hopes from our wrestlers. So what happened in Rio? In Rio, Jitu Rai made the final on day 1, but then eventually lost out. Jitu was a fantastic shooter, and he had trained in the Mao Training Institute of the Indian Army, was in very good form, but in the final lost track. In the 50 meters, because of the wind, Jitu was unable to make it. Abhinav had done everything possible, perhaps the greatest shooter ever born in India. He had done everything possible to eliminate every possible, kind of chance. Abhinav never takes a chance. He had done everything in his preparation to be 100%. And in that qualification, by the way, before the qualification, 45 minutes before, he broke his sighter. The table that he was sitting on, it collapsed in front of me. He fell down on the floor. The sighter with which he had trained for Rio, specially crafted for the Rio range, broke. Anybody else would have mentally collapsed. Not so Abhinav. Abhinav went on to shoot an incredible last 10 shots, making the final 626 point something, if I remember right. Then in the final, till the seventh shot, Abhinav was very much in line for a silver medal. And then that one shot, and Abhinav's hopes got dashed. That's how cruel sport is. That's exactly how sport is. So Abhinav lost out, Chitu Rai lost out, one after the other. Gaganaran lost out. In archery, our women could have just won that one match against Russia. We would have been in a medal contention. Deepika and the team lost out. So at a time when we were all feeling very despondent on the 15th of August, Independence Day, that's the day Deepa Karmakar came forth. I remember even now, just outside the Olympic Village, Deepa Karmakar was talking to us. And I said, great performance. And she said, Dada, fourth spot hota hai, medal hota hai. And she started crying. And you could sense how close she had come. You could sense how good she had sort of done. But the medal was still elusive. And just when all of us had started to feel, so are we going to go back empty handed? I had no idea. That's when Sakshi Malik comes from nowhere in that last few seconds of her bout, turns everything around and wins a medal. And all of India started celebrating. Remember that interview where she said she took to wrestling because she wanted to get on a flight. She thought if she got on a flight, the government will pay if she was an Indian wrestler. That is India. And then 2 days later, PV Sindhu. The night before PV Sindhu's semi-final against Nozomi Okuhara, Gopi Chand was up and down pacing in front of the Olympic Village. We met each other, and he said to me, before even I could talk to him, he said to me, no interview, Boria, no interview. I didn't ask for an interview, but I could sense he was in that zone. And he kept telling me, I'm tired of coming forth. Let Sindhu win tomorrow. You take me to Christ the Redeemer, I will go with you. That's Pulela Gopi Chand. That is Pulela Gopi Chand for you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Then PV Sindhu does that amazing act, taking out Nozomi Okuhara 10 all in the second game. Go check. 10 all in the second game, 11 straight points, 21-10 chapter over. Yes, she lost in the final to Carolina Marin, but she had made India proud. That's the story of Rio. But the point is, two medals, and the whole country was sunk into depression. Again, the rhetoric had started 130 crore people and two medals. What will happen in Tokyo? Let me see how many questions there are. So many people keep telling me Olympic sport, Olympic sport. On an IPL show that I do every day, you guys know, 500 questions. Let me see how many questions there are today. Not even 50 questions, 50, 60 questions. This is what it is. I keep getting this thing from viewers. Do Olympic sport. Yeah, there is no support from Olympic sport from you all. Now, I am also under compulsion to deliver numbers. I am also under compulsion to do a show which is watched by people because there are sponsors. If this is the kind of support I get for Olympic sport, tell me what am I supposed to do? That is why I tried this. 100 days to go. I've stopped doing IPL today, that special that I do, and I did Olympic sport. आप भी देखो ना 50 क्वेश्चन आप लोग खुद जाके देखिए ना 50 क्वेश्चन है. Good evening, Boria sir. Not even a question. Thanks for covering all sports, Sachin Chaudhary. Get your friends to come and be part of this, Sachin Chaudhary. Otherwise, you and I are in a complete minority. Somebody else will be doing cricket at this point in time. Everybody will go and watch cricket. So, what is the point of doing the show? You tell me. Shotrajit Ghosh, Boria. I think this time India will be hugely successful in shooting. 5 medals with a minimum of 2 golds. Very good point. Shotrajit Ghosh will come to that. Concerned India's badminton contingent. Very good point again. Anubhav C, no one cares. What do you mean no one cares? No one cares for what? Please, Anubhav C, if you have the courage to tell me what no one cares, can you please come and tell me what no one cares for? Tell me, please. It's a humble request. What does no one care for? No one cares for Olympic sport. No one cares for this show. No one cares for India's medals. What does no one care for? Tell me. I actually want to know from you, Anubhav C, what does India not care for? Shatrajit Ghosh, Rio was worst. India was too unlucky in 2016, 5-6 medals. Every Olympics we've come close, Shatrajit, but it is never a question of only luck. It is also a question of preparation. Ambati Roidu Chutia. Who, me? This is why you've come here. When I'm talking about Indian Olympic sport, you call me Chutia in a public platform. You know, you can call me because you are under a veil. You are under a veil of anonymity, and that is why you are abusing me. It is about your country. It is the world's greatest sporting platform. I could have given you 25 choicest of abuses. Believe me, I can do a second PhD on it. And you will not even stand a chance if I start doing that to you. So don't waste your time and my time because we are talking about something very serious. What nonsense, bro. Ambati Roedo. Whoever this, I mean, let it be. I was about to break into something which is perhaps not required. Olympic sport and India, what nonsense. And you guys call yourselves sports fans. Vinayak Gupta interview with Neeraj Chopra. Very good point, Vinayak Gupta. Will do. पागल है क्या अंबाती रेड्डू भाई. हाथ जोड़ करके कह रहा हूँ तुम निकलो ना यहाँ से. तुम निकल जाओ क्योंकि तुमको इतना गाली दूंगा इतना मार मारूंगा अगर सामने मिल जाते तो. इंडियन ओलंपिक स्पोर्ट को गाली दे रहे हो मतलब स्पोर्ट्स पूरा हम लोगों का स्पोर्टिंग सीन को गाली दे रहे हो. खुद को स्पोर्ट्स फैन मत कहना. सामने आते तो मार खाते. इतना तो बोल रहा हूँ. अब जाओ यहाँ से. Shatrajit Ghosh, I like Olympic sport. Jetri Trivedi, you will get interest in Olympic sport if you have enough subscribers. जितना सब्सक्राइबर है उतने में तो क्रिकेट में बहुत सब्सक्रिप्शन दिखता है यार मुझे. बहुत व्यूज दिखता है मुझे. तो ओलंपिक स्पोर्ट्स में क्यों नहीं मिलता है मिस्टर त्रिवेदी. Why is it that people don't watch Olympic sport? Why is it that I don't get support when I do a special? Tell me, give me a reason. No, the same set of subscribers come and ask me 500, 600 questions when I do a Rohit Sharma show. The same set of people come and ask me 500, 600 questions, 700 questions when I do a fantasy show. I can't even cope. You guys are proof. Anyway, so I will let me give you. There are plenty of questions coming now, and I'm delighted that they are. Boria, that tell about Manu Bhaker, Neeraj Chopra. So let me quickly, before I get offended, Vignesh Sahane, one of the leaders of our corporate India, and I want the corporates to come and tell me if they will support Olympic sport or not, or only cricket. Vignesh will come in 5 minutes. So let me break it down sport by sport, the ones that I think will win us medal. Shooting at least 5. And yes, the major thing that has happened in shooting is the mixed events, whether it is Saurabh Chaudhary, Manu Bhaker, whether it is in rifle, whether it is in pistol, whether it is Abhishek Verma, whether it is Apurvi Chandela, whether it is Divyansh Panwar. If you go down that list, everybody, Sanjeev Rajput, Manu shooting 3, every day, everybody is a medal winner or a prospective medal winner. In shooting, I'm predicting at least 4 or 5 medals, and it will be a revolution because Raninder Singh and the NRI deserves every credit. They put in place the Abhinav Bindra committee. They did introspection. They put in coaching. They put in Suma Shirur. They put in Jaspal Rana. And look at the change that you are seeing in Indian shooting. Take athletics. Adil Sumariwala and his team have done great work. And Neeraj Chopra is a serious prospect, 87, 88 meters in javelin. We have a real chance. Shivpal is also there, but Neeraj obviously is the front runner. And there is a serious chance in wrestling with Vinesh, with Anshu and Sonam. Vinesh will have a serious chance if you see Vinesh's track record. I am extremely hopeful about Vinesh. Take the men, Deepak Punia, Ravi Dahiya, and of course Bajrang Punia. Immense chance in men's wrestling. In boxing, we have a good chance. Vikash, perhaps fighting his last Olympics. We've got some excellent boxers coming through the ranks, even men and women. Lovelina Borgohain, for example. A really good team, the boxing contingent this time that is going into Tokyo. The hockey team, if you look at their recent performances against Argentina, if you look at their recent performances against quality teams, you will know what I'm talking about. So there is a chance there. In tennis, I don't see a chance, though. The fact that Sania Mirza will, she has held her ranking. She's still number 9 in the mix in doubles, so she can go and play. It will be a great achievement on her part to play her 4th Olympics. I don't see a medal. If I go down that route, where do I say badminton? Somebody asked me about badminton. Absolutely correct question. I think Shatrajit. I see a real chance in Satvik and Chirag and Sindhu, but both these teams will have to play out of their skin. Satvik and Chirag, very good performances right through last year and this year. Sindhu needs to come back to her original form. The courts in Japan, Gopi tells me and others tell me, will suit Sindhu. So we have a real possibility as far as the courts in Japan is concerned. So that's how I see badminton. What are the other sports? So I've given you shooting, I've given you wrestling, I've given you boxing. Now let me come to parasport and let me make this again. I think by the way, I think we will definitely stand to win 10 medals, between 8 and 10 medals in Tokyo in the able bodied. Now, from 2 to 10 will be quite a journey, of which 4 or 5 may come in shooting, because the shooting contingent is an outstanding contingent of 15. Outstanding contingent. So that's what I feel as far as the shooters go. Now, coming to parasport, I am claiming, I am making this prediction 100 days to go. Watch out this show. Keep it for you. We will win 15 plus medals, out of which at least 4 or 5 will be world records, and at least 5 or 6 will be gold medals. So that is my claim as far as Paralympics is concerned. Pramod Bhagat, absolute rock star. Devendra Jhajaria going for his third. Pramod Bhagat, Manoj Sarkar, Mansi if she qualifies for the doubles. If you see Indian Paralympic sport, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. There is no question that the revolution, the real revolution, has happened in Indian Paralympic sport, and we stand to win 15 plus medals in Tokyo 2021, which will be a revolution in every sense of the term. Trisha and Ashish, if Vignesh is there, can you please get him in? If not, till that time, I will continue. Okay, there are plenty more questions all of a sudden. What is the status of Deepa Kormukar? Mannan, no, sorry, she was injured. Shatrajit Ghosh, definitely. Harshit, I read that India planning bid for future Olympics. Really, are there any chances? 2032, yes. Thanks for covering Olympics. I always will. For me, let me make this very clear. An Olympic Games is the most important sporting competition along with the Cricket World Cup, 200 times more important than the IPL. Am I clear? IPL at the end of the day is an economically viable, very important competition for the cricketing ecosystem, but it is still a domestic competition. India winning a World Cup or India winning an Olympic medal for me ranks way higher. Okay, archery. Yes, good point. Whoever asked me about archery, Otonu and they have a chance, but the question is, can India once again deal with the wind speed and all of that? That's very, very important. Very, very important. Sorry, sir, I didn't mean that I love Olympic sport. That's why I'm here. J3 Trivedi, my apologies. If you meant it that way, my apologies, and I'm glad you are here. Shotrik Ghosh. Does India have any hopes in swimming? No. No. Natraj, no. I mean, if you see that tradition that started with Vidhaval in recent times, I don't see a medal win in swimming. But if you see the number of qualifications, you will see that the interest in the sport is growing. Thanks, Deepa Malik, for liking my tweet. Deepa is an inspiration herself, an absolute top draw inspiration. Track events. Who is this idiot who is constantly spamming? Trisha, can you get this rascal out of this place, please? This Ambati, whoever, just get this idiot out of here. Sanjay 14, track events. Track events, give him a call. Sir, can you hide toxic guys from the chat? No, I don't know how to hide, Manan. It is for you guys. And I will not hide. It is for you guys to stop such toxicity, because that's what it is. I don't know how to block, and I will not block. It is for you guys to stop this thing, because I'm doing a very serious show on Indian Olympic sport. What about athletics other than Neeraj Chopra? Other than Neeraj Chopra, I don't see a medal chance. I mean, I honestly do not see a medal chance in, say, in long jump, for example, the qualification 8.25. Can it be pushed to 8.4? Don't know. I don't see a medal chance. Neeraj Chopra, definite medal chance. Definite medal chance. Okay, there are plenty more questions. Honestly, I'm feeling good about it now. I'm feeling good about it now. Archery, I've given you. Swimming, I've given you. Jhajaria. Absolutely, Jhajaria is a legend. I mean, we keep talking about Abhinav Bindra as the only gold medal winner. I'm sorry, Devendra Jhajaria has won two, 2004 and 2016. A gap of 12 years. If somebody can come and win an Olympic gold, it is sensational. It is absolutely sensational. Okay, so that is the thing as far as Devendra Jhajaria is concerned, and he's going for his third. By the way, when he went to 2004, a very dear friend of mine, Devendra, he had a 300 rupee spike and a 400 rupee javelin, while everybody else had sports science. We in India win from there, Mr. Ambati, whatever your name is. That's the kind of struggle that these people have done, and you're abusing them, and you're abusing me for doing a show on Indian Olympic sport. God save people like you, man. Archery, I've given you. most of it. We are with you. Thank you for taking Olympics quantity over quality over quantity. Yes, Harshit, I will. But I'm also under compulsion because sponsors will come, my people will come and say you have to do cricket as well. So I hope you are understanding where, sir, India is a cricket loving country and not player loving country. Sorry, Jetri, we are not a cricket loving country. Do you watch your Ranji Trophy? You don't. Do you watch your age group cricket? You don't. Do you watch your women's cricket also? You don't. You watch the IPL because we love our spectacles. We don't love our cricket. We love spectacles. We'll paint our faces and we'll go and watch an IPL match. In that sense, we are a spectacle loving country. Free market economy, do cricket. I will do what I want to do. I will do, isn't it, my friend? Boria, tell us a story about Manu Bhaker, Neeraj Chopra. Okay, I will. Manu Bhaker, absolute champion. Manika Batra, absolute champion. Sunny Singh, USA 200, 2,500, India 28. Ask yourself, Sunny Singh, why? It's very easy to say USA 2,500. Go get that per capita income. Go get that facility. Go get that system. Go get that structure. And when you win that 28, people who have won that 28, please understand how and what it takes to win an Olympic medal. Please understand that. YOLO 21, need no sports journalists like you. Come on, it's not about me, it's about you guys who support Olympic sport. Abhishek Pratik, Nokia diagnosed with COVID, yes. Needs more sports journalists. I've answered that. I followed all the matches this season, Smat, and yes, you did. You're an exception. How many people go and watch a domestic competition? You tell me, no? Trisha, any update on Vignesh? He's coming? Great. So once Vignesh comes, please get him in. Get him in. So the point is very simple. The point is very simple. I mean, now there's a flood of questions, and I'm glad. What about boxing? Good point. Good point. Thankfully, you've asked me that question about boxing, Shotrik. I do think we have a chance. I read last year PV Sindhu has retired. No, no, no. That was not a retirement tweet at all. That was she was. It was a strange one, and it was a. I mean, it misled people. PV Sindhu has definitely not retired. Do you know Mohsin and whatever from Pakistan? No, I don't. Chance of Himada, zero. Uh, Now you've said, okay, I can't say the word. I can't say the word. I'm sorry. You are questioning my parentage. Go ahead and do it. Uh, Indian Olympic sport deserves better. I deserve better. You and your parents deserve better for having produced an absolute jackass like you. Uh, Ritesh Agarwal, high chances of the Indian hockey team. Yes, I mean, look at it. IOC thinking of vaccinating the athletes. Individual governments are. That is why WADA has asked for details on Covaxin Minmoy, and we will have to submit the details of Covaxin. Crowd allowed in Olympics. Japanese crowd is not international crowd. Indian hockey team, yes, we have a good chance. She is winning. Harshit Manan Goel, who's winning? Maybe not. I mean, Sindhu has a chance, but if you see her recent performances, whether it is Yamaguchi, whether it is Marine, whether it is Ratchanok, Intanon, all these people are playing really well. Sindhu obviously has a chance, but she'll have to do well. India may get bronze in hockey, gutsy call, very possible, given the way we have improved. How can India turn into a sports loving country? Uh, Based on you guys. You guys can make it. How effective is the new vaccine? Sputnik, whatever I forgot. Sputnik is very effective. 91% efficacy is what we have all read in scientific journals, including the Lancet. Don't worry about effectiveness. Go and take any vaccine that you get because it's important. What happened to Tai Zuing? Tai Zuing will very much be there. Weightlifting, any chance? Mirabai, but medal chance? Doubtful. Mirabai, yes. But I'm also delighted for the fact that Bhavani Devi, fencing, in sailing, Netra Kumanan, we have qualifiers who have made it. Table tennis, I think in mixed doubles, Sharat Kamal and Manika will have a chance because 16 teams, we will have a chance. I've told you boxing, haven't I? Vikas will have a chance. We've got some young, very talented boxers. Amit Fangal obviously will have a chance. Massive chance Amit Fangal will have. Trisha, what's the update on Vignesh? I want corporate India. Okay, so last few minutes on the show, I want to talk to Vignesh. Is there? Okay, so can you get him in, Ashish, if Vignesh is there? Because I want to ask Vignesh about corporate support for the Olympic Games, and I'm glad that I got at least 100+ questions. Can we get our medal tally into double digits? I think so. I absolutely think so. Would be great. Motivate many kids in India. 200% I agree with you, Harshit. Bajrang Punia, huge chance. Manan Goel, not simply a chance, huge chance. Bajrang Punia for getting a medal, massive chance. 100 days to go. Bajrang Punia, world number one. Look at the fellow's dedication, the way he has trained himself over the years. Tremendous chance for Bajrang Punia. Okay, some more. What about squash? Now, when will Olympics come to India? 2032, but before that, if Mrs. Ambani can get the 2026 Youth Olympics to India, 2025-26 Youth Olympics to India, that will be the stepping stone. That will be the stepping stone for making a serious Olympic bid. Okay, squash, uh, no, no, I don't see a chance in that sense for a medal. But please understand, making it to the Olympics is also important. To sum up, I see about 10, 11 medals. If luck goes well, shooting can fetch us 6, 7. Each of our shooters have the ability of winning a medal. We can win in boxing, we can win in wrestling, we can win in baddie, we can win in athletics with Neeraj. What's happening with Vignesh, Trisha? Is he there or not there? There's Vignesh. I think I've got him there.
Yeah, I can see you, Boria. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Yes, 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 you are there.
I think I just. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You just need to, yeah, now you're good. So the question that I have for you, Vignesh, is firstly, Vignesh is a dear friend, the head of Aegis Federal Life Insurance, has been a supporter of Indian Olympic sport for the longest time, one of our senior corporates who has invested in sport, supported Gopi, has got Sachin as brand ambassador, put in serious investment into Indian Olympic sport. Vignesh, 100 days to go for Tokyo. Give me a sense, despite the pandemic, will you all, you as a corporate, will you all continue to support Olympic sport or not?
Absolutely, Boria. Absolutely, because this is a much-awaited sporting extravaganza for three reasons. The first, obviously, it's been deferred. It's been pushed back by 1 year. It was supposed to be held at around this time the last year. Number two, it's a strong ray of hope of optimism or positivity in an otherwise amidst all the negativity and the bad news that have been coming in from different corners of the world over the last 12 to 14 months. And lastly, as an Indian, it's symbolic of a new resurgent, confident India. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a paradigm change. It's not will we win medals. It's how many medals are we going to win. So yes, this is a much awaited event, and Aegis Federal is fully committed to it in whatever way we can.
Vignesh, my second question is, when we talk Olympic sport, it is as if we clearly at one level try to forget about Paralympic sport. Paralympic sport, I sense, will be a revolution this time around with 15 medals, at least 4 or 5 golds, world records. Does that also appeal to you, because it is about sensitivity, it is about celebrating special athletes with special needs? Does it appeal to you, or as a corporate, that you need to invest more, we need to support them more?
Pos- Perhaps more than Olympics, because it's the ultimate triumph of spirit and hope. Paralympic Olympics is I think there's no finer example of a triumph of spirit than that. So possibly more than Olympics.
Excellent. In your case, when you head a corporate, I mean, a company like yours, it is very easy to take a cricketer as brand ambassador and it works, a young IPL star. But when you take somebody like a Gopi, when you take somebody like, anyone from the Olympics, you are actually taking a risk. Are you scared? Are you apprehensive? Do you sort of find it difficult to invest in Olympic sport compared to cricket?
No, Boria, I mean, 6 to 7 years back, we asked this question to ourselves that are we risking ourselves by associating the sports other than cricket or other big names? But I've seen that every corporate that has got into grassroots level sport not only has a sport benefited in a big way, and I can reel off names, but it's had a positive rubber for the corporate. the brand name of the corporate. So I think corporates should get into sports, should get into grassroots sports, should figure out how are we going to create an Olympic world champion record beater in 28, 32, and that's going to stand Indian sport and the corporate in good stead.
Okay, last two before I let you go, Vignesh. One, suppose India makes or wins about 10 plus medals, which is 2 to 10, which is a massive jump. Will corporate India embrace Olympic sport far more? Because you still see it is public sector, it is limited corporate support compared to cricket. While I'm not interested in this comparison, what I want to know is, will it be the medal that will result in that, or will it be more of support now, because the athletes need the support now, not post Olympics?
Absolutely right, Boria. We shouldn't wait for India to get 10 medals to get in support. We should begin now, irrespective of how many medals we get. And I would reiterate, we have to encourage sports at the grassroots level with the 8 to 10 year plan. We should. It's not instant gratification. You have to invest time, money, and create champions. That's what creates champions. And it's a good
So you
thing
are,
that I've seen
yeah.
over the last 3 or 4 years. A lot of corporates have got into sports and have done sport a world of a good. But they now need to train their guns and focus their attention on grassroots levels and develop those champions 10 years from now.
So give me your final question is, what is your vision for your own company? So what are the sports you want to invest in? Which are the ones you want to develop? Uh, uh, just give me a sense of what you want to do.
Well, we are open. We are open. I mean, we started off with cricket and Sachin because that was pretty much a no-brainer 7 years back. But after that, we've moved into football, marathons, like you mentioned, Gopi's Badminton Academy, table tennis. So we're open to sport at grassroots level, and we just want to develop the next champion gold medalist for India in the 28 or 32 Olympics, whichever sport it might be.
Okay. So, as you guys have just heard from a very, very senior corporate leader, he's the boss of Aegis Federal, the CEO, telling that corporate India too is now supporting the Indian Olympic cause. 10 medals. I mean, the flood of questions that I got, and I actually ended up getting more than 150 questions in the last half an hour, tells me that there is a world of Indian Olympic sport. It tells me that there is a clientele. Yes, we are a minority compared to cricket. That doesn't matter, but we are there and we will make a splash. There will be jerks. We have just seen one on our show, but such is fine. Somebody was telling me, sir, action. What action? If he wants to abuse me, he's welcome to abuse me. Doesn't matter to me. As long as he learns to support Indian Olympic sport, I'm happy. 2020 cricket in the Olympics can come. First, let's see what happens with the women's game in the Commonwealth Games. India winning more medals in Paralympics than Olympics. Any reason why? In our Paralympics, there has been a revolution since the 4 medal haul in Rio, and it has been fantastic with our Paralympic athletes. Minmoy, very nice question, Boria sir. Thank you. Show on chess. We should. We should. Vishy Anand is a dear friend. I've done multiple interviews with Vishy. A lot of those guys are very close friends of mine. We should. Chess is a game growing in youth. We've got 77, if Vishy's 100 plus international masters, several grandmasters. Not a game that is growing. That is a game that has already seen a revolution. So I'll finish off here. A 34-minute show for a single person. You guys realize it's quite difficult. It's not about the numbers. 100 days to go to Tokyo. 100 days to a revolution. Let the revolution start here. In terms of watching, in terms of support, in terms of everything. Thank you very much for supporting Sports Today. Watch the Jason Holder interview. Watch it. It's live. Join us at 6 p.m. for our pre-match show. We'll have to do our cricket. We will do our cricket. We will take every sport seriously. Join us. We will play chunks. Deep, Pragyan, all of us will join you at 6 p.m. Thank you very much for watching.